In my speech, I'm going to persuade my listeners to join the military, even though in this class everybody pretty much already is. Maybe reassure those who have joined and forgotten the main reasons why they signed up in the first place. I'm going to share my 3 main reasons why I joined and is still committed to the United States military. Whether fresh from high school or squatting around a few years, the military is always an option to gather your thoughts or maybe make either a detour in your career or make this a career. I've been in the military for just over 3 years, and it had come time for me to get out. There was no question of mine that that's what I wanted to do. My wife asked me why I joined the Air Force in the first place. I told my wife why, and I re-enlisted the next day. We all have our reasons, what we love, what we hate, and the things we hope get better. I see people back home doing what they were doing 6 years ago and graduated, and there's no question in my mind. First, let's look at my number 1 selling point for joining the best job in America. Education. In today's age, you cannot afford to take the opportunity to educate yourself. The world around you is changing, and it's getting harder to find work, and I wanted to be as qualified as can be, but didn't have the time or money. Tuition assistance. The military pays for all classes that you take while in the military, free of charge. You can work to support your family, and the military will support you if you want to take classes. The GI Bill. The best option for a paid 4-year degree or training of any kind. After you complete your first term, you can get out of the military and go to college. Classes are paid for, books are paid for, you get an E-5 equivalent housing allowance, and you also can transfer your GI Bill to children or your dependents. Now that schooling is taken care of, I wanted to see the world. Travel. The recruiters promise travel, even though most of them has not been out of the United States. But trust me, you get to travel. In my 3 years in the military, I have been to 7 countries, seeing things which I would not have been able to do as a starving college student in Michigan. Every 3 to 4 years you can move. Change is good, and you get the experience of new opportunities and adventures. Everywhere has something new to offer. Space age travel. You and your family get to enjoy space age travel, which is free travel around the world. On your leave time, there is nothing like visiting neighboring countries and getting stamps on your passports. With all the great benefits the military has to offer you, the best thing they can give you is a feeling. Patriotism. I've never felt such pride as I do when I travel and I go to places where military is not abundant. People around you are proud of you, and that is something words can never explain. You get to serve your country. Again, look at your friends back home playing video games. You're doing something that George Washington did. This is what made our country great, and this is the country we live in. My last thing is, the flag is not just a flag. Once you see it be put on a coffin, you will not ever feel that way again. You're doing something that someone else does not have to do. My final thoughts are you a watcher or are you a doer? I have done things in the military I could never imagine. 3 years and I have a full family, a great career, and I'm a full-time college student. My family is proud of me, and that's what keeps me going. I only wish that everybody had the push for an opportunity to experience something more than themselves. Thank you.